Do you want to say it again?
Nah.
Being funny before you hit the live button. Always a clownster. Someone's always joking around on you. Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, wearing the red. You may say it's burgundy. Probably right. And we got the man in blue, Derek, representing the New York State
Inferno.
Dynamite tonight. It's a mixed bag, I feel. Mixed bag. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. Very interested in hearing your thoughts. Best ways to help out before we get into the intro of the podcast. What could you do to help us out? Give a brother a love for free. Hitting the like button's the easiest way. Leaving comments down below, also easy. Get in the chat. Get active. Leaving 5-star reviews on Spotify. Good Pods. We're trying to rank up in Good Pods. We moved up a lot of spots in Canada for listening on podcasts. Keep up the good work, man. We've been going a lot of different places. So keep spreading the word. If you enjoy the wrestling podcast, I don't care what country you're from. It matters where you're from, but I want you to keep spreading the word. I want you to keep coming back. Send me a tweet on X. Send me emails at EPW Show on Gmail. Give me something, man. I want to hear from you, the people. That's what this show's always been about. By the fans, for the fans. Not a gimmick, honestly. I talk to the fans every time when we do this. With that being said, we are going to hit this intro and get busy on this Dynamite, man. So let me know what you guys thought down below. Let's get it.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
Nasty work, Derek. Nasty work out here. The way Derek just shook his cup, it was. I'm red solo cup tonight. Let's talk, man. Rob, talk about something. Hurry up, man. I had some stuff I had to do, man. You know, I had to get out the pre-show jitters. You know how it goes. Appreciate everyone who's here tonight, man. Clown, first one in here. He says, "Evening, everyone." What's good, Clown? Appreciate you. Matt Lopez says, "Good evening, everyone. Hope you had a good Wednesday, yo." Shout out to my guy, Matt Lopez, man. Very appreciative of Matt, the support, everything. We were just talking in a private chat and shared some stuff with me, man. I hope all is well with you, man, and what we were talking about. Much love, support to you and the family, bro. So, and you could tell him I said it too, man, from all of us here at EPW, man. And I'm sure Hubs expresses the same thing, man. So we appreciate you. Terrell, you brought it up now. We'll do it now. Moment of silence, man, for a second here for everyone from 9/11, man. It was a big day. I'll never forget it. It was like my third day going into high school, man. I just remember where I was when all that stuff was happening. And yeah, that was just a wild day, man, in my life. Third day of high school, I was already nervous about, like, am I going to fit in? I'm at a new school. Things were just different, man.
Yeah, I think I was in...
You were at the other school.
Yeah, I was at TC, and I think I was in Earth Science or no biology. I was in biology.
I was in Global 1.
Yeah, I was in biology, and then everybody was like, "Yo, did you hear what happened?" Like, what? And we all rushed to TVs and everything. It was like, oh.
Yeah, they put the TVs on for us in the classroom too, man. It's different. Like, I know people who were born after like this time period, it doesn't really hit them like that. And I understand that. Like, I'm sure there's things that when people mention it to them, it hits them differently in the past too. But that's one of those things that people of my generation will always remember. So yeah. I'll give it up, man. Brief moment of silence here for 9/11. Thank you guys for that. Let's keep going back into it. Matt Lopez says, "I'm happy and a little sad, but mostly happy we got McGinnis versus Danielson in New York. Just wow, this is ROH 06-07. We're going to talk about that. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Matt. Also sending love about 9/11. Sir Quills in the house. What's up, Quills? He said, Conrad, Derek, what's up? Chat, your boy Sir Quills is back for another dope AEW Dynamite review with my two favorite bros, Brother Conrad, Brother Derek. Let's go. Hashtag EPW, hashtag Trash Dookie, hashtag Doo-Doo Butter. Thank you. I've made the list finally.
Butter.
Terrell, appreciate you, man. Thank you again. XG Dub, appreciate you. Rob in the house. What's good, Rob? Man, yo, Rob, where were you tonight, man? Where were you? Playing around. Yeah, I saw the smoke from my apartment. Matt says that oddly enough, my dad was supposed to be there early that day, but only for me only to me taking off his alarm. He overslept. Ooh, so Matt messed up his alarm and he overslept that day.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Elite Easy E says, hey, yo, what's good, E? Jesus DeLeon, what's good? He said, Conrad and Derek ripped to the AEW tag division. I know, bro.
Yeah,
I know. Relax. First off, Rob, you got it wrong. It was not that I had to do. I had to do something else. And then, me and Derek were just talking downstairs about the finish of the match, and Derek was like, "Did you see what they did?" Derek wanted a replay of that at the end.
So I was looking for it, bro.
Deanna said it's the day the world changed. Byron Cutler says I give this show an A. Woo! He coming in crazy with it.
Okay.
All right. Terrell giving us the salute. Appreciate you, bro. T-Ferg, what's good, man? What up, fellas? Enjoyed this show tonight. Rip to all those lost 23 years ago. RIP to Frankie Beverly. Yes.
Yeah.
Frankie Beverly. It's just been crazy lately.
Oh, dude. Not only that, the original voice of Master Splinter died too.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was gonna make mention of him too, man. Just a lot of people passing away, man. So, like I said, man, if you cherish somebody, you care about them a lot, tell them.
Yeah.
Doug says, good Dynamite tonight. Look at that. At work, big homie. Come on, man. Come on. My co-host of Clash of the Podcast every Monday live at 6:05. Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. He's in the chat. He says, Brother Conrad, my guy Derek, and
my
chat.
Guy Hubs.
Tonight's show was meh, but I'm always happy to be here at EPW on a Wednesday night. Many Wednesday nights to come. Great work, gentlemen. I think I was right, though, in what I said. I knew the vibe was going to be kind of mixed tonight. Some people are going to like the show. I'm surprised. We really don't have too many people saying they hated it. Meh, I don't know if Sean's saying meh means bad or if it's like meh, it was okay.
Right.
Some people definitely have it. Thank you, E, for putting that in there as well. They have different standards for what the show is, and I do think Dynamite was put at a pretty high standard before.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Beach, he said, "How was your week, man? How was your week? Has everyone How your week has been good, everyone. My week has been all right, Beach.
Solid.
I'm still waiting for you to get back to me on that message I left you. I didn't forget. But I know you're probably still thinking about it. Me and BJ have these in-depth wrestling conversations. And he said, hope. There we go. That makes more sense. Deanna said, I enjoyed most of the parts where meh. Okay. I thought it was a strong show, but the crowd was asleep. Yeah, I mean, there's only 2K. Listen, when Dynamite comes to your city, you got to show up. You got to show up and show out. Like, that's all I can tell people at this point. Like, you got to get there. I'm telling you, Yeah, and chat's showing love, man. Let's get into this show. I don't know how long we're going to go tonight, like I said. There's stuff to get into with this show. We did find out some things, so let's run down the mill here real quick. Speaking of attendance for the shows, here's what we got coming up. So we're reviewing the show right now. Derek, please stop shaking your cup like that. We're reviewing the show right now. Lexington, Kentucky. They were in Rupp Arena. For those who are college basketball fans, legendary basketball arena.
Rupp.
Shout out to my friends at Everything College Basketball as well. Sorry, lots of mayhem going on outside right now. I hear a car alarm in the background of why you're wondering why did I get distracted. Actually, I told Derek last night there was a fire 1 block over from me, like very close to me. And yeah, just prayers up, man. I'm glad it sounds like no one was hurt in the fire, but it took out my power at 2 a.m. and I was worried about everything today. It's just my life's been crazy lately. Like I look and something crazy's happening all the time. So say a prayer for the people around me and around the world, man. Just crazy. This Thursday, Collision is going to be in Dayton, Ohio. We got Wilkes-Barre, PA, September 18th. We got Collision September 21st, Springfield, Massachusetts. Yo, hold on. Was that your car?
I don't know, bro.
Yo, I saw Derek. Derek was just fiddling in his pocket, and then it stopped, and I was like, "Was that you?"
Wait a minute, bro.
Yo, let me pull this list back up while Derek gets it together, bro. Wednesday, September 25th, New York, Grand Slam, Arthur Ashe. We do have Dynamite coming to Pittsburgh, PA, B-Boy Skyline. Maybe he'll be there. October 2nd, Dynamite, 5-year anniversary. This is where I think they're going to announce the TV media deal. Oh, yeah. So that's Big C's prediction. October 2nd is when they'll announce it, or the day before on the 1st. Fiscal year, new fiscal year.
Oh yeah. You know what? I can't wait for that.
We'll see.
I definitely think that'll be very exciting.
For the record, no insight. That's just me like speculating. 100%. Like everything should be done and set in place by then. We got Toledo, Ohio's getting a show. We got Tuesday, October 8th, Spokane, Washington. Wrestle Dream, Tacoma, Washington. October 16th, San Jose, California. I'm telling you guys, there's shows out there for you, especially people on the West Coast, man. For real, man. Conrad meh equals so to Hubs. Okay. I thought it was a good show, but the crowd was meh. People were not feeling the crowd. Podcasting in the car, well, go figure.
Honestly, bro, I definitely felt that the crowd was very lackluster. They were a little too quiet for me.
Let me see here. T-Ferg says, I wonder if TK toned down some of the violence from All Out due to the fact that No, I don't think he toned it down for that. I think TK is on his, this is on television deal. But when you pay for pay-per-view, you're going to get pay-per-view from me.
Right.
So he was like, I'm going to deliver. Matt says, I believe the 5th anniversary of Dynamite, they announced the new TV deal in AEW Shockwave 2. More on that at the end of the pod if you guys stick around long enough. Let's get into it. Time out. There's more. Grand Slam, Saturday, September 15th. We got an updated poster. I can't promise that me and Derek will review these shows, but if not, Clash of the Podcast, me and Hubs will definitely be tackling some of these. Now that AEW's been expanding their pay-per-views, it's going to be harder for me to do the reviews. But the shows where I do it, I think I'm going to make a playlist for all of the AEW pay-per-views that we've done in the past. And I might even make one for the WWE ones, and I'm going to start plugging those in there and adding them with like the Clash shows and everything else. So if that's something you guys would want or be interested in, tell me in the comments or something, let me know. Also, CMLL, Arena Mexico. It's going down September 13th, 2024, 8:30 p.m. if you're in Mexico. Mystico versus Chris Jericho. This is the whole lineup. Orange Cassidy's in the house if you're an AEW fan. Rocky Romero's going to be there. My man, the Breadwinner. He's going to be going in. Kojima, Lariats. And yes, we got Voldor Jr., Atlantis Jr., Ultimo Guerrero. Willow Nightingale's going to be there against Zeuxis. We got Mascara Dorada versus Titan. Banger of a show possibly here. So if you get a chance to check out CMLL, please do. That was a tongue twister. Going back in, did Andrew Zarian tell you that? No. I think that this deal has been dragged out and talked about long enough for the purposes of increased interest, make WBD sweat. And this is just me. Once again, I try not to mention this too much. I do have a business background, folks, in my everyday work life. So there are reasons why you do these things. And I think Tony knows what he's doing. And I think he got what he needed to. And I do love Andrew Zarian, though. So if some of my information does come from him, I will give him full credit. I've been paying attention to him. Sean Ross Sapp, who else? Andrew Baydala. I see he's been coming out with a lot of good content and like reasoning. Me and him also think a lot alike on some of the business front stuff too, some of it. But yeah, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Let's get into this card. We open up with Jon Moxley, Derek. They keep talking about this. We may have to pull this this background up again here because Moxley's kind of all over this show.
Yeah, he is.
Now let's say this: Swerve and MJF are out of the picture right now.
Right.
What do you mean, Conrad? They're out of the picture for a reason. They are. I think MJF's going to film a movie. Swerve requested time off for a lot of the work he's been doing. It was granted. Now this is some people's time to step up.
Yeah,
this is Moxley's getting more of an opportunity here. Danielson's gone, and this is why some people are like, why are these guys on the show? Once again, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to keep saying this. You cannot be upset about people not getting chances, but then when they are giving people chances, you can't be like, this doesn't belong on Dynamite.
Right.
That doesn't work for me, brother. Like, yeah, I just can't have you saying that. Like, you got to be willing to give some of these guys a chance. Okay, let's see what you're going to do.
Right.
You know? And I think one person really showed out tonight. We're going to get into that. Maybe two, because he's been impressing me too, but we'll get into the matches momentarily. Jon Moxley's in a parking lot cutting a promo. He's referencing William Regal, saying like the guy who brought us together always said Danielson was the world's greatest wrestler, but he always looked at me and told me, but the world's not for guys like you and me. Right. You know? And basically Moxley's doing his villain story right now. He's on one. We didn't see Wheeler Yuta. We didn't see Claudio tonight. We didn't see Pac. We didn't get any explanations of anything.
No.
Nada. So very, very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the direction that Mox has gone so far.
You're happy with the new Japan music? See, this is what you've been missing out if you stay up 2 a.m. with us sometimes. Listen, we're going to have a Wrestle Kingdom party, man. January 4th, man. It's going to be a Saturday. Just stay up real late. Good times, man. Dynasty's going to be happening on Sunday.
Nah, bro. I'm going to have to sleep for like 2 days.
That's okay. That's what happens. That's what happens when you become a New Japan fan.
Yeah, I'm going to have to sleep for like 2 days straight.
Yes, WrestleNomic, Wrestle Purist. We'll see. We'll see what happens with some of that stuff. I'm working on some stuff in the background too. I'm trying to do my best to get me, Derek, Sean, anyone associated with us on. So Rob said it, then the bell rings when it came to Moxley. Come on, bro. Maybe he's gonna change it up, bro. You might see some technical wizardry. You don't know. Real word there. Next out, Christian Cage. Shout out to Tony Khan for the late graphics, by the way. Christian Cage and the Patriarchy come out for an interview. Christian is a vile, disgusting heel.
Yes.
He said that Danielson will be so ashamed after he's done taking that championship from him that Bree's going to wish that she had, I won't even say it, head injuries, we'll just say, from all of this. And I was like, Christian, you wilding, my boy.
Right.
You can't come out here talking like this. Christian is a vile, disgusting. By the way, his beard looked a little thicker.
Yeah.
Looking like Saint Nick with the beard here tonight.
Saint Nicholas.
He was just out there just throwing anything he could out there at them. And he's promising to win the world championship.
I will gladly take this run.
Christian with the world title?
Absolutely.
Are you gonna finally admit it?
What?
Christian's better than Edge.
Nah, bro.
See, he's a hater, bro. You know what? I need to show you my boy Malik's video today. He did. He's like, any big Christian moment, listen to the commentary team. It's Christian. He's back. But then if it was Edge, oh my gosh, it's Edge. I've never seen someone wrestle before. I'm like, man, if y'all were that excited for Christian, he might be something, you know? Show that man some love. He wins the belt. Oh, here's Randy Orton. Take it from him 4 days later. I'm like, oh. Everything's a joke with Christian. I'm happy Christian's getting his run, though. Christian's one of the top tier heels in the company.
Absolutely.
Going to the chat here real quick. Matt Lopez says, so to me, it sounds like Mox feels Brian has gotten soft and won't go the length. Mox is willing to go to change others' attitudes.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. You've gotten soft, and this isn't what we were in the beginning.
You've gotten, interesting way to put it. Quill says Christian is a disgusting CLB. Chat chicken, lettuce, bacon. BJ in the chat just taking back his 24/7 championship. BJ's really the undisputed champion of that. I've got a couple reigns under my belt, but not too many. Not like BJ. Don Callis is backstage, Derek. Don Callis with the family.
Don.
Will Ospreay's back there. I was like, what's going on with this? Don Callis is cashing in on that favor tonight. He's like, Will, I need you to team with Kyle tonight. Why? You and Kyle are buddies, and I want to win the tag team gauntlet tonight. So you two, and you've never lost the gauntlet. And he was like, well, Don, I really got other things. I'm focused on Ricochet. He cut him off. It was like, you owed me a favor. Remember, you said you promised me a favor. And he was like, yeah, I did. And Kyle Fletcher's like, come on, buddy. Like, it'll be good. Like, me and you will be a great team. All right, he's in. But then Takeshita and Ospreay locked eyes, and it looked like no games. He was not feeling it at all.
Nah. But I get it. I get it. Like, be on your A game. I'm watching you.
Deanna tried to steal your championship. There's a time limit on it, but I never tell people what the time limit is, and I will randomly change it sometimes. I'm going to be I'll allow that, BJ. Thank you for making that clear. No, Conrad, not chicken, lettuce, and bacon. You know what I mean, bruv. Okada. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that too momentarily. Let's get into Derek's favorite. Jack Perry here to defend his TNT championship against Lio Rush. Lio Rush has been pretty solid in his in-ring stuff since coming back.
He has been. Oh my God. Didn't he have like a almost like a off the wall kind of gimmick before? Like before, like coming back to AEW?
Oh, you're talking about the blood and all that stuff?
Yeah.
He was doing that before, I guess, on the indies. We haven't seen anything like that yet from him. But before that, he was also the business person. Like, he was kind of the mogul before they gave it to Swerve, actually.
Right.
But he ended up leaving for a little bit. Rob, I don't need the comments. I already know what you're about to say in the chat. He makes me laugh every time he says it. He always says, you think he got that apology? Solid match, though, between these two. Jack Perry obviously picks up the victory, gets the win with his running knee, leaves in his scapegoat bus. Jack Perry is obviously channeling some inner Raven here.
That he is. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Yeah. Lenore. Yeah, I don't know where Jack Perry's going with this. I don't know.
I don't either. But it'll be interesting to see because it's a different direction for him. And I'm not the biggest Jack Perry fan, but I will respect the work that he has done so far with the scapegoat character.
Right.
So I respect it.
Matt Lopez says that Lio Rush, it's loving Lio Rush back on TV between AEW and ROH. I am too. But here's two things can be true, right? Like, I like Lio Rush, but he's not wrong here either. He says Leo Fitzpatrick, he's good up until you give him that contract. Because Quill says it's sad that he's being served up as filler bait to Jack Perry. But Quills, you got to admit, every time you've given him something or someone has attempted to give him something, it's kind of been, you're going to do this now,
right? To
me. So it just doesn't work sometimes. Jack Perry needs some new shoes. What are those? What are those? Jack Perry finally got interesting. Are you interested in Jack Perry?
My feelings aside.
Let's rank the people in the Elite.
Okay.
Just rank them. No Hangman in it either.
Oh, God. Okay.
Well, Hangman probably be number one, obviously.
Are we talking like Elite as a whole? Well, no, because...
Yeah, just the group that's the Elite right now.
Okay. So
Okada, Hangman. We'll put Hangman in it. I'm interested.
Okada first.
Okay. So you're just not including Hangman? Because Hangman's not really in the group, though, because he's solo.
Right.
More on that in a minute.
So Okada,
Perry, Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's honestly what it is.
Yeah, that you can't change that. That's because Hangman kind of removed himself from that.
I gotta stop looking at the chat with E-types. He said he left them shoes in Riverdale. Hangman Page shows up. They show highlights of him burning down Swerve's childhood home. Play sad music, someone.
It's nasty work.
No, just play some sad music, man.
Well,
I'm just putting it out there. We get some other things happening here. Hangman's being interviewed by Renee. He says that he meant everything he did. He did not feel bad about anything he did to Swerve. He sees someone backstage and pushes him down. He's out of control. The Dark Order say they don't even recognize who he is. And then he bumps into Double J. And he says, give me your AARP card. Jarrett, no, I'm kidding. He goes in. Jeff Jarrett gives him a lecture. Young man, now I've been in the places where you've been before. And Hangman threw this man into a stack of chairs. It was like, shut up. And they try to fight, but it's broken up. Jay Lethal comes out. Karen Jarrett's there yelling, whatever she was saying. Chaos
ensues.
Double J and Hangman, I could get down with that. Give them a little bunkhouse brawl match or something. Yeah, it'll work.
And you know that match will last a good amount of time because Double J is gonna work it. So yeah, I like it.
E with the violin, then my world. Yeah, so I'm with Jeff Jarrett and Hangman having like a Dynamite feud or something. Give them the main event one night.
Absolutely. I think that would be really good.
Yeah. Let them. It's got to be weapons though. Jarrett can do whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe Jay Lethal's banned from the arena that night. I don't know how you're gonna pull it off, but it could be something special.
Oh, without a doubt.
So then, shout out to Tony Khan, no graphic for this, but it really wasn't a match either. Private Party and Commander versus 3 guys were just in the ring. So we didn't get to hear Pat, Claudio, or any of them talk. First, number one, why is Alex Abrahantes dancing the way that he was? We were having fun. It was all good. And then we got Commander dancing. He's standing at attention. But as soon as I started seeing Moxley, Marina Shafir, and them surrounding the rings, I'm like, oh, they about to get beat down, bro.
Yeah.
They got mollywopped, as we say in the chat here at EPW, and a beating ensued. Everyone got laid to waste. And we're back to John Moxley and his crew just dominating.
Laying waste to everybody.
Where's Uter?
Come on, Uter. Come on back to us, brother.
We got to know. Kyra said play some sad music, but yeah, he plays the Paul White voice clip. I just know that makes Derek sad every time he hears it. That was a snug beat down. Bunkhouse would be perfect. There's a song that was made to book Double J and Hangman for All In. I'll have to send it to you. I would love to hear it. Adam Page taking the role of Captain Planet for the night. You'd better not litter, old man. I forgot he had ties to the Dark Order. I like this version of Hangman. Yeah. Alex was juking. he was doing something. Boy was rolling. Alex should have got Molly Watt for his dancing, Matt Lopez said. Everybody can't do it like Private Party. Yeah. Private Party should have been in that other match too, man, but they probably are selling the effects of this beatdown.
Yeah.
After that, we get the learning tree backstage. Yo, why is Chris Jericho talking about this orange jacket from how many years ago? I'm not feeling this.
No.
I'm not feeling this.
This is trash dookie. Okay.
Do you like Big Bill and Brian Keith though?
I do. I just don't like. I don't care for the learning tree gimmick. I think it's just horrible, bro.
It's not even the Jericho thing. It's just this ain't working.
Yeah, it's just not working. Like the learning tree, because to me, it seems like they're starting to deviate away from what the learning tree was supposed to be.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
It seems like it's just to get you TV time at this point, but
basically
they're there, $7,000. They're going back with it. Jericho has his backpack. Okay, whatever. We'll get back to that momentarily. Let's get to the next match. I'm not going to lie. I might say my match of the night right here.
Oh, yeah.
I love this. Why did I like this? Because Sammy Guevara went out here like he had something on the line, like he had something to prove to someone.
Right.
And I told Derek, watch the difference in crispness between these two. Sammy proved me wrong. He was like, no, I'm about to be crisp tonight. I'm on one. and he was right there doing his thing. We get a game of anything you could do, I could do better. They were catching each other, both going for the similar moves. Sammy, I don't even know what else to say this. They go to the outside. Sammy Guevara climbs to the top of like the stage set. Tony Khan, someone clip this for me. Send it to me, and I'll put it on shorts. Tony Khan, this moonsault off the entrance. You need stuff like this in Fight Forever or whatever game, whatever you're about to plan here. Hopefully it's in your media rights deal. You found a way to include this in, saying like, yo, make a game for us. Put this in the game, bro. This is stuff people want to do. I want to jump off the entrance ramp and do some crazy moonsaults and stuff like that.
Right.
Thing of beauty here.
Gotta expand or broaden your horizon.
Just Sammy looked like $1 million in this, man. I thought he did good. Ricochet did his thing. Ricochet did some flips in this one too. He looked more like Ricochet. Derek says that he looks happy.
He looks happy to me.
I really can't be mad, man. Brother Derek, I feel your pain. LOL. Jericho needs something to do, so he's going back to OC, and the learning tree is still trash dookie. Hi guys, please stop. This was flipping awesome for sure. I really don't have anything to say. Ricochet's been winning with that. It's like the curtain call, but he like sits you down into a pin with it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought Excalibur said the vertigo.
We don't write down what Derek says because we don't know if he was really hearing that or if he heard something else.
I probably heard something else.
You guys tell me if that's the name of Ricochet's move, then I missed it. But let me know if he has a name for that. But he's not using like the 630 or anything. He's saving that, guys. He's saving that for special matches. I'm telling you,
because it's only worth special matches. Like, it's not saying like I'm not trying to downgrade the move, but there's a time and a place, and right now it's not the place and not the time.
Yeah, maybe once Jericho's gone, he can go back to the recoil.
Right.
That wasn't too bad. He gets the win. Looks like there might be some respect, but after the match, the Beast Mortos comes out and attacks Ricochet. Looks like that might be a match for Collision or a future Dynamite. Beast Mortos has been doing great, by the way. Like, I don't think a lot of people give the former Black Taurus a lot of credit. Been amazing. Amazing. I know he's been jumping from team to team and he's kind of just filling in spots right now. Find something for that man to do, Tony.
Right.
I'm not saying make him the world champ, not even saying give him the international title or anything like that. But what I'm saying is show that man some love, man. Speaking of showing love, get well to the Blade. I saw that he had some back surgery and he's trying to get around a little bit better now. I don't know if this is a deal breaker for him with wrestling, but shout out to the Blade, man. Get well. And Sammy did help him after, so interesting. Yes. Sammy gets to stay face, and more on that momentarily while he's in Ring of Honor. Doug says he heard vertigo. Okay. Derek was right. Okay, one person has said it. Ricochet needs to go back to doing the 630. I think he's going to save it for special matches because if you miss that move, and I mean this literally, that's your backside.
Yeah.
That's your so it's going to hurt if you miss that. So he's got to be careful too. Ricochet is to wrestling show he is more than flippy stuff. I think that's what I've been saying that for weeks. Like, I think Ricochet is really trying to do that. Deanna says, I enjoy Mortos. Yes. John G, the king of R&B. What's good?
John G.
Appreciate you, John. Getting back into this. Renee's backstage with Okada. Here come Don Callis and Takeshita. Derek got his favorite line in it.
Oh, yeah.
Watching the mouth. I like it. Thank you. Thank you. Takeshita Okada's happening. It's happening.
That's going to be fire.
You got to give Takeshita something here. Then we get Darby Allin coming out, and guess who he says? I'm here, Moxley. More John Moxley on the show. John Moxley comes out, and I thought Moxley did better tonight.
Yeah.
But here's one of the things that I think where we're going to start. This is where the show gets kind of murky, I think, for some people. So he calls out Darby and basically tells Darby to hand over his shot to the title shot at Grand Slam. Well, Darby won a Battle Royal for that. And he also became TNT #1 contender for All In.
Right.
Stay with me here, people, for a second. Darby refuses because #1, he ain't no punk. So he says, no, I got a match against Daniel. Said, why would I just give it to you? You were someone who I once respected, and now look at what you've turned into. And very weird. So Moxley challenges him for the match at Grand Slam, and I'm like, okay. So now it's Darby versus Mox.
Right.
So you're like, oh, Danielson's not wrestling on the card. People were probably like, huh? Okay. And then we go backstage. We cut. I wish I had the Batman music. Da-da-da-da-da. Nigel McGuinness interrupts Christopher Daniels after hearing this, and they're trying to get Daniels' reaction. And he says, I need to speak to Tony Khan. And he's like, it's the middle of the show, Nigel. Can this wait? And he was like, I need to speak to him right now. They go off, and they're going to do their thing. More on that momentarily. He says he's going to want to hear this right now. Commentary seems confused by it. I like this, though. I like that they added that in because there's just the element of like what could happen on this show. There's confusion.
Yep.
It's wild. It's crazy. You don't know what's going to happen.
You know what? Yeah, we'll get to it because
John G, don't say you're sorry you're late. I'm glad you're here.
You're good, John G.
Appreciate those watching on Twitch as well, man. Thank you for the love. Let's move forward here with these matches. Next up, Mariah May versus Queen Aminata. I heard some people trying to say, like, is this Queen Aminata's first match on Dynamite? Actually, these two have faced each other on Dynamite before. If you're paying attention, go back to the new year. These guys did face off against each other. Good back and forth match. I like to see more of Queen Aminata. I think she's been very impressive. I know they got her in Ring of Honor, and I think she's going to be put into a spot where she can shine. But I would love to see more of her on Dynamite if they have time or stuff for her to do. Mariah May gets the win with the Storm Zero pile driver, and she says that she still hasn't done her celebration yet, but something's missing. More like someone. Mina Shirakawa. I don't know what this means. Sounds filthy. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Pure filth.
Just, I don't know where they're going with that. Matt says more of the Queen. I agree. We get a Young Bucks promo. They are the tag team division. They're doing all the heavy lifting. And who's going to step up to face them?
Right.
Shut up. We want Mina. Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see what they're going to do with that. I mean, the Bucks are taunted. They're trying to build up for the main event match tonight. Then we get the Learning Tree versus the Iron Savages. Trios match just for Derek. Brian Keith and Big Bill do all the work. And Jericho comes in and puts his foot on Jameis's chest for the win. The classic Lionheart pin, like from Revenge. Yeah, baby! Whatever, dude. So he picks up the backpack. He said he was going to talk to Orange. He says, Orange, I found what you had in your backpack. He pulls out a picture of Orange and the best friends. Okay. So after he pulls that out, he kind of laughs at me. He says, you're going to pay for my $7,000 jacket that you messed up years ago. And he said, okay. Orange digs through his pockets. He's got a lollipop, a shoestring, like a yo-yo, papers. He looks like he's 60 years old. I was waiting for the Werthers to come out of there.
Right.
And he ends up telling them, boys, bring it in. And Mark Briscoe is driving a what was that thing?
Oh God, what is it called?
Goodness, man. I'm about to sit up here and start singing these kids songs. Excavator? I don't know. It's an excavator. Whatever, dude. He has a piece of construction stuff filled up with coins, and he drops all the coins on Chris Jericho's car. It was probably Tony Khan's, and they fill up the car with the coins. And then Orange Cassidy, the $1 he had in his pocket, he throws it in there, and then takes like 50 cents and leaves.
Like, yeah, that's good.
Excavator, see, good enough, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. This is a good match between Mariah May and Queen Aminata. I'm surprised that Aminata got time to shine and wasn't squashed. She's quite good and deserves more. She is, Quills. I think she's featured more so on Ring of Honor, but, I think they slowly want to give people, like, opportunities. So that's why I think she was in that spot.
But now is the time to give these people that opportunity.
Maybe. Like I said,
So I think some of them deserve it. I definitely do think some of them deserve it.
Like the media rights deal will change my mind on how a lot of this is going to work. Like how I see things. Okay, this is what we're doing. All right, here's what we need to do now. Move forward doing this. Matt says, I love the seats planted for Big Bill leaving Jericho, the way he looked at him for that Friends comment. Big Bill is definitely getting cheered more.
Yes.
We're at the point where I'm like, I don't know if we need Jericho. Tokyo says, get Jericho off my TV screen. T-Ferg says, Moxley should have been arrested by a Chicago detective after the Darby segment as a suspect for attempted, can't say that word, more of Queen Aminata. For real, T-Ferg. I heard Rampage might get canceled. We'll see. More on that at the end. Like I said, stick with us. So they dumped the coins on his card. Nigel McGuinness is in the ring. Nigel. Derek and him battle for Hater of the Year, but Nigel wins it here tonight. Nigel's in the ring, and he says that he challenges Bryan Danielson to a match at Grand Slam. So now Danielson's not wrestling for the title. He's wrestling Nigel McGuinness, Bryan Danielson. Yes, and yes.
Right.
I'm with it. If you're listen, I told Derek, if someone ever asked me like who are my top 5, 4, whatever people for Ring of Honor, Samoa Joe, my guy CM Punk. This is no order either. Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness are definitely in my 4. That is it. Like if you're asking for the starting 5, those 4 are it. I might even put Jay Lethal at 5. Like I'd have to really go through and look at it, but the Ring of Honor squad is squad up. Amazing, bro. Amazing. Well done that we still got that.
Yeah. Actually, I was practicing that the other day.
But why?
I have no idea.
Good old stack bundles.
Rest in peace, my guy.
He said Ishimori number 5 for Ring of Honor. ROH. Well,
Dalton Castle.
I like Dalton, but not 5. Dalton's probably like the saddest what could have been story if he didn't hurt his back. Matt Lopez says Nigel versus Bryan in 2024 is wild, man. Let's freaking go.
Yeah.
ROH 0607 is alive again. It is. Got the Bucks rolling around. This whole thing's about to be like that, man. I'm happy that they kind of switched it up. So on one part, I'm happy, but I also think creatively this is weird and illogical, but it makes me wonder if they planned on, like, they probably were like, well, let's wait, sign Swerve, and then, okay, now we're doing this.
Right.
They like, when you're doing long-term booking, contracts and stuff like that can mess this stuff up too.
Yeah.
So,
it definitely can.
So I see it from both sides of this. I'm trying to be patient with Tony, but I'm also calling out like some flaws in what you did with Darby. What are you doing here? What are you doing there? Someone said no Tyler Black. I know. See, good top 5 right there. Bryan, Joe, Nigel, Punk, and name I can't say. I don't know if you can say that on here. Wait, I've said it before. Homicide. Yeah, definitely dope. Bryan Danielson, Nigel McGuinness at Grand Slam. Let's go. Bryan needs to shut Nigel up. Yeah, this is going to be that match. Tyler Black is good now. Yo. What about Jonathan Gresham? I like Gresham a lot, but Gresham's that new era, man. He was like towards the end. But I did like him as the champ, though, when he finally got it. Like, I thought he was the one who you should put the belt on.
Yeah. I agree with that.
He worked hard, tremendous wrestler in the ring, great technician. Matt Lopez says this could be the rumor of Darby getting the world title, so maybe Darby versus Bryan at Wrestle Dream in Seattle. Could be. We get FTR announced versus the Grizzle Young Veterans. Grit your teeth. They're going to be going at it at Collision. We get the Hook promo. Hook's got dogs running in the background. I'm like, what is this, bro? He's definitely in New York. He's chilling. And he's talking about Roddy. So Hook and Roderick Strong should be happening soon. Maybe at Grand Slam, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah. I think it's Grand Slam.
It's going to be no rules, and they'll probably go at it there. Now, y'all know, I don't take matches for these. No notes for this match. Tag Team Casino Gauntlet. This was fun. It's just chaotic, though. Tag Team is way more people in there.
Oh.
Tony, we got to limit these. And Tony's got to chill on these gauntlets.
Yeah. What? How many gauntlets has it been? Is it like 3 or 4?
Yeah, he's done like 4, I think, in the last couple months.
Like, dude,
Tony, don't run this into the ground, bro.
no, like this is a great idea, but let's not overdo it.
That's the key. That's why your cage match is special. That's why when you do certain things, it works. It's because you didn't run it into the ground. So after this, let's pump the brakes on these.
Yes.
I get it though. First tag team match one. Like I said, I'm trying to be kind to you right now, Tony. FTR are the first team out. Bucks are sitting out there. Who cares? Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher. They didn't do much. They're just looking silly the whole time.
Right.
Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher are number 2. Like I said, you get an advantage when you come in early in this one. It's like a reverse ideology of Royal Rumble here. Number 3 to enter are Vincent and Dutch. Haven't seen them in a while. No snapping though. 4th team comes out. It's Taven and Bennett. We go to commercial break. Matt Taven. They we get Stokely in the crowd. What was Stokely doing out there? Just random.
I think Stokely was out there recruiting.
Think he's scouting.
Yeah.
Who fits best with Stokely? He's at not Ishimori, Morishima. I do love me some Morishima. If we talk about best outsiders to come in, he'd probably be on my list for sure. Probably number 1.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I would like to say he would probably go after Top Flight.
Really? Make them heel finally?
Yeah.
Acclaim come out at the 5th spot. Like I said, Tony Schiavone said, I hope someone takes a swing at Stokely. Like, how dare you, Tony? MXM. I love these dudes. They're great. Great. I love them. They're playing the gimmick up fully, and they're getting their chance to shine with this. So I had no issues, but they've been feuding with the Acclaim.
Right.
Grizzled Young Veterans come out. They're feuding with FTR, excuse me. And I know I'm skipping some people in between. Top Flight came out. They're great. The Outrunners. This was the key. So I told Derek, I'm like, the Outrunners have been on Rampage a lot and Collision and Ring of Honor. And I think they were the boys for a little bit with Dalton, but I think they lost that spot. So they come out 80s tag team, bro. When they did the Hogan Beefcake double boot, yo, I lost it, bro. I lost it. I was crying laughing. It was so funny.
Oh, God.
Matt says this is the 4th gauntlet match since April. Yeah, I'm going to need you to tone that down, Tony.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Throw everyone in the kitchen sink in there. Sometimes you got to, Deanna. When people are talking crap about the product, what do you guys want them to do?
Right.
Write me the plan that'll get you back. And you're like, you know what? This is the best company. You tell me that. That's always going to be my challenge to people. So the Outrunners were the most over team in this, I think.
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah, by far. By far.
GYV was out there. Will Ospreay and Dante Martin. Derek, take the finish over, bro, because you saw kind of what happened here. It was like the Rey Mysterio like flip pin, you said, right?
Yeah,
like he caught
so we all know, like when Ray does the
Hurricanrana
right into a pin, dude. There was no reason why this had to happen. So he hits that move. Dante's down, sits right up. In that moment, Will Ospreay, let me talk to you real quick. Will, I'm going to need you to chill, bro. There was no reason for you to hit the hidden blade like that on Dante, dude.
Yo, I need Rob to show you when he hit it on Kota Ibushi. You know what? God. Before you leave tonight, I'm going to show you that match. Just highlights of it, bro. I want you to see it.
Dude. Oh, God. It was phenomenal, but Jesus.
So dude. Fletcher and Ospreay win. They're going to face the Young Bucks at Grand Slam. So Grand Slam's looking like a little mini pay-per-view now.
It really is.
How are you guys not buying tickets? What is so wrong with AEW? They're like, nah, I'm not going to buy tickets to this. Danielson McGuinness?
You have to. You have to buy tickets. Come on, guys.
The ghost of Darby Allin seeks revenge against Jon Moxley?
How could you not want to see this?
Hook versus Roderick Strong? You know what I'm saying? Like, they got stuff there for you. If there's something better, you tell me what they could be doing better. Tell me what you would be doing instead. So they're using this to try to sell this show and beef it up a little bit because I do think Arthur Ashe should be way more full. Fuller. What's the word I want to say here? It should be more full.
More full, I think.
Should be more full than it is. All right. Quill says, "Give me Will Ospreay versus Dante Martin. That'd be a very good match. Absolutely. That's a Dynamite collision match for sure.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Casino Gauntlet, Will Ospreay. AEW Grand Slam's looking like a beast." Matt says, "I'm glad people are enjoying it, man. I'm just trying to tell you guys that it's not as bad as you think."
No,
just, what do you think of tonight's show, Derek? Let's wrap this up. Let's review this. Next week, Chris Jericho, Orange Cassidy. Yay. I really don't care. I'm being honest with you guys.
I'd give it about a 7.
Tonight's show?
Yeah.
I'll go a little bit lower. I'm going to give this show like a 6.5.
Okay.
You just passed, in my opinion. And it was partially like we said, crowd reaction.
Yeah. Yeah, the crowd was not it tonight.
The front row people were fine. It was just everyone else seemed like, well, we're here.
Yeah, we're here. We're enjoying it, but we're not going to get into it. Then why go?
Yeah, get loud, do your thing, cheer for your people.
Right.
I don't know. So that's our thoughts. Leave your ratings down below. Let's talk TV deal real quick while we're in here. Got no other choice, right? So the rumor is, word around the schoolyard is the WBD deal is close to being done. Depends, like E had mentioned, is it Zarian? Is it Meltzer? Depends on who you listen to. Listen, Raw's going back to 2 hours. Yes. I'm happy.
Thank God.
Hallelujah, holla back. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, keep that up. Yes. But rumor has it it's going back to 3 with Netflix, if you believe what Uncle Dave says. Some people, I think Netflix really has the time to mess with it. Like, some weeks I say 1 week you're like, yo, if we want to go an hour and a half, just an hour and a half. If you want it to be 2 hours and 17 minutes, do it.
Right.
But I know you have international contracts and that may not work. But if we can avoid 3 hours, I hope they do.
Yeah. I mean,
well, we'll leave Raw for another time. Derek, I feel bad. You never really get to talk WWE. Maybe we'll have to invite you on Clash one of these weeks when you're off on a Monday.
Yeah.
Dynamite, Collision, Rampage, Shockwave is something that they trademark. Is Shockwave a show? Is Shockwave a pay-per-view? What is Shockwave? People are wondering. Now, a new rumor has entered. I wish I had the new challenger beat for a new challenger has entered. Wait. I don't know what to put on this, man.
Yeah.
There's a rumor right now, Derek, that Fox is getting in the mix. So Fox just lost SmackDown this past Friday. SmackDown moving forward is going to be on USA Network. Fox. Now, this could mean Tubi.
Yeah.
This could mean FS1. Not as big of a channel.
No.
But Tony has now multiple revenue streams. The exclusivity deal is gone from WBD. They're hurting for bread, like I said. If you get some other interested parties, now we're talking.
Right, exactly. Bigger and better opportunities on the table now. We just have to wait and see what they say.
Right? Matt Lopez says 7 out of 10, 10 out of 10 for EPW. The learning tree is still trash dookie. Quill says, come back to Buffalo, we get lit. Buffalo was all right for them. It was a decent sized crowd. We got to sell out the arena, I think, too, one of the times, though. But even when AEW was kind of hot, like, we didn't sell it out. That was my worry. AEW Rampage should be rebranded as AEW Ring of Honor. I could see that happening. Hallelujah, holla back. Kyra, did you just quote John Brown? Yes. Yes. John Brown. Derek knows. I used to listen to a little John Brown. He had a couple of hits. Not so much these days, but
yeah.
Shockwave is AEW's Hydro Thunder. Fox and AEW is a total black screen from crowd chants and blood and wrestling. I don't know if that's what the show's going to be, though. How do we know it's just not going to be Ring of Honor?
Right.
How do we know it's not an AEW show? We don't know if Fox is even really in the mix. But it sounds like there's another party interested from what other people are saying. B. If that's true, AEW Shockwave is going to Fox. That would be wild. Shockwave is AEW WCW Pro. King of the Burbs. Come to my cake party. But it's going to be interesting, man. TV deals galore. There's money on the line. This could change how Tony Khan is perceived as well in wrestling. This could make sure that his company is profitable. I've even told people, I asked questions about the video games to Andrew Zarian. I was like, have you heard anything about the game? Because I don't have any connections with that.
Right.
So, like, what's going on with the game, man? Can they do something with this? This money is very important to Tony. This is a very big deal for AEW. So when they come out with this and everyone's like, why is everyone talking about this? They've been talking about it for 2 years. This is a big deal.
This is a very big deal.
You need AEW to succeed if you are a pro wrestling fan. If you want AEW to fail, then you don't like pro wrestling in my mind.
Right.
That's where I stand with this. Like, they need to do something well, because when you get tired of WWE, you need somewhere to go. Everyone wasn't going to go to New Japan. Some people can't go to TNA. And I've told people before, I'm standing on my theory. They want TNA to get more popular so that they look like, one, they're not doing the MLW, we're a monopoly thing.
Right.
And two, they also want AEW and TNA to compete with each other for views so that they can go off and do whatever they want. And TNA can't financially compete with them. And AEW's too focused on fighting with the number 3 to keep them out from being 2.
Right.
It's all a game. They did this to WCW and ECW. That's just how I view it. It's a game.
It's an extreme way to play the game, but nonetheless, it is a game to do what you have to do to stomp out the competition. But at the end of the day, true wrestling fans should want every promotion to succeed at its best.
Get better. Dude, I'm happy WWE got better. Now AEW, you got to jump up and show like, nah, we're still good too.
Right.
That's what I want, man. Peak competition will be great.
Absolutely.
The problem is you can't have people down in it, and you can't pay writers to say false things, to say nasty things about Nyla Rose. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not even going to give you the time of day on here, but that was a real dirtbag move, some PR activity. Oh, I heard that Warner owns 25%. Shut up. You don't even know that, bro. Who told you that? You never tweeted one thing about AEW. Now all of a sudden you got AEW scoops. Get out of here, bro. Like, I'm tired of people with the hater stuff. Don't be a hater. Enjoy the stuff that's going on, man. And look, Matt, good point. Thank you for saying this. TNA Victory Road this Friday. That looking like they're going to have a great crowd. I hope they do. Yeah. I really hope they do. And I hope that they send you someone great from NXT, and I hope you have a banger show. Period. Keep getting your stuff together. It looks like you are, because you're prepared to lose some of these people too. They're going to NXT. Jordan Grace is gone.
Oh yeah, she's out.
But this deal is huge for AEW. Keep your eyes peeled. We'll have to do a wait and see. Maybe this ends up on FS1. That's not a big channel. Then they're probably not going to get a big show. They'll probably get a Velocity style show, which that's not a bad thing. Those are okay. That made people money over the years. Like, here, you're going to get a couple matches, then you're going to recap stuff for an hour or 2 hours. We don't know. We don't know if Rampage is cut. Maybe they're like, yo, get rid of Rampage. Maybe they're like, yo, Rampage is going to be Ring of Honor. I'm interested to see what the package is, and I'm interested to see how much money's on the line here so people can get their ducats in a row.
Right.
Yeah, Cheeseboard Scoops is right. Forget that guy, too. Listen, we're going to try to end this in under an hour. I'm Conrad. He's Derek. We will be back next week for another Dynamite review. Make sure you catch me and Sean Clash of the Podcast this Monday. Derek and myself are out. Catch you guys later. 1.